Hello, my dear students. Myself, Krutika Patel from Samarpan Gyan School, Rata. Today, we are going to end up with our topic of class 9th, Social Science, Geography, chapter number 3, Drainage. Today, we will complete this chapter with the last topic, lakes and the role of river in the economy. So, here, let's start with the quick revision of the chapter. Here we studied few topics. We completed the brief discussion of the topics like drainage system in India, which is divided into two parts, Himalayan rivers and peninsular rivers. Now let me tell you, what are Himalayan rivers, what are peninsular rivers. Here we have the difference between Himalayan and peninsular. We have already discussed this difference between in details. You can have a quick look at them. So then we studied in details the three major Himalayan rivers, that is Ganga, Brahmaputra and Indus. This all together are known as Himalayan rivers. The detailed of this Ganga, Brahmaputra and Indus river we have already discussed in brief. Then we have seen peninsular rivers. Which are the peninsular rivers? The Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri. All these four rivers, they drain themselves into Bay of Bengal, and there are only two rivers, that is Narmada and Tapi, who drain themselves in Arabian Sea. So details of all these rivers we have already seen. So today we will start with our new topic, that is lakes. So here we begin with lakes, a large water body which is surrounded by land. We all have seen the lakes, the large body which is surrounded by land. And so water body, the important word is water body which is surrounded by land is lake. The most of the lakes are permanent, while some contain water during the rainy season. So here these are the features, that some are permanent, some lakes are permanent watery, and some have water during in rainy season. Some lakes are formed. How they are formed? They are formed by the action of glaciers and the ice sheets. How they are formed? With the glaciers. What are glaciers, children? You might be knowing it. Glaciers are the upper ice lakes in the Himalayan ranges in the icy region. They are formed by the wind, the river action, and by the human activities by digging up or by rivers action. How river actions? We will see it further. You can see here different types of lakes. Let's discuss Oxbow Lake. Now how is this formed? This is formed due to rivers action. A lake formed when meandering river cuts off from the main stream. I have already shown you the picture of Oxbow Lake while discussing about the different rivers. The shape is like of this lake resembles like an ox bow. It looks like an ox bow, and so its name is Oxbow Lake. Now next is lagoon. When the lake is formed by splits and bars of the coastal area. Splits and bars of the coastal area. See, near the coastal area there is a lot of sand, and there is ocean water coming towards the residential areas, towards the upper side of the region. So when this water comes and collects into one place, and then a deep dug is done, and then this water collects over there and it forms a lagoon. Are you getting it? That is lagoon. What are lagoons? Chilika Lake, Pulkit Lake, Kurula Lake. These are the examples of the lagoon. Now glacier lake is melting of an ice glacier, is a glacier lake, and they are mostly formed in the Himalayan region because they are fully covered with snow. And the largest freshwater lake in India is located in Jammu and Kashmir. The name of it is Valur lake. Now let's move on to the benefits of the lake. What are the benefits of the lake? It helps in preventing floods by regulating the flow of river. See, when the water is over flooding in the river, this water gets collected into lake, either it coming in the areas where people are living, land पे आने की बजाय it will be collected in the lake, so the flooding it can stop. During the dry season, when the season is dry, a lake helps to maintain even the flow of the river. Now if there is a dry season, so these lakes help river to flow smoothly, and lakes also be used for generating hydro power. These lakes are also used for generating water electricity. Now what is the role of river? We are studying river since so many days, about river, drainage of this river. What is the role of river? See, people started to living settled life because of these rivers. They learned to live settled life. So rivers are very important in our economy. Rivers have been center of human civilization. As I told you, people started living settled life because of rivers. These are plains where we are living right now. Even today, many big cities are situated on the bank of river. Like Mumbai, big city, it is located on the bank of river. The river water is used for irrigation, navigation, hydroelectricity and fisheries. What are the benefits? Again, we can have a look in details. They provide rich alluvial, they help in irrigation, cultivation, they contain fresh water which is helpful and necessary for men and humans, and again it helps to generate electricity. But the major point we have to focus on is river pollution, which is mostly done by we humans. The growing domestic, municipal, industrial and agricultural demand for water from rivers naturally affect the quality of water. We are demanding the fresh water, and it's getting polluted. As a result, more and more water is being drained out of river, reducing its volume. We drain out water, we remove water, and so the volume of the water is reduced. And on the other hand, we load lots of savages and industrial effluents into and empty into the rivers. We throw garbages into river, and this affect not only the quality of water but also the self-cleansing capacity of river. River has a capacity of cleaning the water itself, but we reduce that. And here we come to to an end of our today's topic, and also your drainage chapter is completed. I hope I have made you clear all your concepts. Please go through all the videos once again. Carry your textbook in your hand, read all the sentences in the textbook, and if there is any doubt, you are free to contact your teacher. So here we come to an end. Till then, tata, bye bye, thank you.